So, a lot of you are probably wondering what the fuck happened to me and why am I posting all that shit and how to say, why am I so triggered? It's not that I'm triggered, it's that, yeah, you can say I'm triggered, but I'm pointing, I'm not just shooting randomly. I'm annoyed by the fact that a lot of you see all the problems happening around you and within your personal relationships or your family relationships or work relationships, all of that. You see evil happening all around you, and you choose not to react. You choose. You don't ignore. You choose. Oh, that's my cat Lucy. For those of you that don't know, and yeah, it's annoying that all of you can see what's happening around the world, and you just keep your eyes shut. If everyone spoke up about the bad person next to them, first of all, we would know who the bad guys are. And secondly, the bad guy wouldn't think about doing it again. Because you know why? He would be afraid of punishment. Whatever that punishment may be. It could be exile, it could be, I don't know, public shaming, it could be execution, it could be whatever. When evil goes unpunished, or stupidity, or whatever, don't try to understand where it came from, because you know where it came from. It came from you not speaking up, not doing anything about it, turning a blind eye. It's pathetic, you know. That's why I don't like people, because even amongst friends, when you know that someone is lying in your face, or that he's doing something bad to the people around him, and you know you have the guts to tell him, and then suddenly you're like, oh, no, you're the bad guy, he's just like a bit different, you know. No, it's not that he's a bit different, he's toxic. And normalizing toxicity spreads more toxicity, because you become toxic as well. You're helping the growth of a toxic environment around you. And then you're like depressed or sad or anxious about, why do I have these people around me all the time? Or what's going on around the world? Why is everyone so sick? Oh, Jesus. So, yeah. When I said that you can really change the world with one fucking phone, I meant it. Because attention is what collapses like a wave function in a parallel way, or you could say. You can choose every single moment, every single, every single second of your life what to do or not to do. And for example, this is a story from my youth. I used to be punctual, you know, always on the dot, whenever or wherever we said to be somewhere. But after days and weeks and months of someone not coming on his time, not being punctual, I decided to be like that. I said, okay, whatever. I'm not gonna waste my time waiting for a guy just because every time something is happening. And for a time, I used to like it. I was like, shit, that's that's nice being carefree. But you know, that that cognitive dissonance in me, it came up in other bad habits like procrastination, or I don't know. Lately, it developed as a constant stress that I couldn't manage my time correctly. So yeah, I decided to be punctual again, and sometimes not even punctual. I was gonna be there earlier. Sometimes because I might see a friend that I haven't seen in a long time, and we get to catch up, or I get to have a cigarette in peace without having to hear about, I don't know, I would say idiotic problems of everyone's. Like, I can't be an ignorant hypocrite anymore. Ignorance is a bliss, yes, but that bliss, at some point, it runs out. And then you get psychosomatic issues, autoimmune issues, or phobias. You know, when a human is born, inherently, he doesn't have any phobias in his mind. He's just curious about what's gonna happen. Eventually, phobias came out because when you were not careful while curious, you ended up harming yourself or even dying. I don't know, probably. And then superstitions came to life, and people were afraid of illogical things. And then hate came to life. Also, hating people for illogical things, because you hate on someone because his color is darker. How's that possible? Just because he's like from Africa and there's sun all the time. The body had to adapt. Otherwise, it would be like fully cancerous. Makes sense, no? Or someone who's like with speaking different because I don't know, in his town, in his country, it's colder, and you have to use another word. You cannot open your mouth very much. Or in other countries, you have to open your mouth very much because it's so fucking hot. Or you speak very fast or very slow. It all depends on everything. But every action that you take today, you're gonna thank yourself in 6 months. You're not gonna see it right away. Most of us are afraid of change because our nervous system is like afraid of change. And as I said, you were taught to be afraid. And once you see through that fear that it's like nothing but a shadow projection of someone else's fears, you can do whatever you want. It's like what I'm saying is that if some guy did it, then you can do it. And even more so easier because you already have the blueprint. You just have to do what he did in your own way. At some point, you're gonna succeed at it. The fake it till you make it is like the placebo effect, that the mind, like, can heal itself without medicine, or it can, I don't know, whatever. Yeah, the power of the mind is like tremendous because it holds the key to a lot of stuff. But the problem sometimes is that you're afraid to turn the key around in the clock. So next time you see my stories, don't be like, oh no, this guy started posting again, what the fuck, I'm so bored. No, just take the time to, like, read and integrate what I'm posting. Because if I'm doing it, you can do it. Isn't it like insanely nice to have like your own critical thinking, being able to understand what's bad and what's good? I'm giving you the blueprint of how to, like, which stuff are good, which stuff are bad, which are like a rage bait, because rage baiting is kind of like uh, reviving a heart. It's like, they bring out the puddles, they shock the heart, and you're like awake again. Yeah, because yeah, I remember. In NLP, it's called like shock treatment therapy, but emotionally. I want the next time you're triggered by something, before reacting, just offer a minute of your time, actually 90 seconds, to feel that emotion and try to understand, why did you feel that emotion? Like, why did you get triggered by something? Like, if it's coming from a friend, that he's telling you that, this habit of yours is bad, like, it's not nice, could you stop that? Or when someone is telling you, hey, could you treat your other half better? Or, man, could you please stop being like, I'm always right, when you obviously don't want to have a dialogue, you just want to have a monologue, and other people agree with you. Because every single thing can be like solved with dialogue and proper reasoning. Like, you must have like the emotional intelligence to understand why someone has those feelings about me or about himself, themselves, whatever. And the intelligence, like the IQ, to understand why did someone else have to tell you or me about something. Like, does he want my well-being, or does he want me to suffer? It's so simple. It's either or. There's no in between. It's like, either I have to gain something from you, or you have something to gain from me. Unless you're transparent about what you want, and it benefits us both, then it's logical to do it. You don't have to think about it. The more you think about stuff, you hungry? Yeah. The more you think about stuff, the more you try to rationalize them, the more you're like spending your energy and your focus, your attention span into what other people want, not what you want. So take me for instance, because I care about each and every one of you like you are me. But until everyone sees that, we are not gonna go forward. Every single one of you can like understand how boycotting works, right? It's like you see something that a company that you don't agree with, you know that it's evil, and you stop giving your money to them. You stop giving it because money is power, right? You stop feeding it power. It's the same thing with evil. The more you feed it, consciously or unconsciously, the more it's going to grow. And that's the problem with apathy, because people just don't care anymore. Like, if you're indifferent, it's turning a blind eye, but if you're apathetic, you don't care about anything. You don't even care about what's going on to yourself. And if you bring it back to my example that I treat each and every one of you like it was me, I don't want evil stuff being done to you, like I don't want evil stuff done to me. It's so simple. But I'm also not ignorant anymore. I can't do it all the time because I'm gonna get stressed again, and I don't like that. It's like I'm not getting like good sleep anymore. Um, I'm not able to focus on reading my book or meditating or doing this video. I'm not able to get out of bed because I have to constantly remind what you have to do, what you can do also. But that's why I started posting, liking, reposting, following. You know, it's funny because initially Instagram treated me like a bot. Like it wouldn't let me follow more people because it thought I was just like the average bot that's like with 1 billion followers, not following, but 0 followers. While in reality, what I was doing, I was building a network of people I agree with and I don't. Like it's both because the more people I agree with, the more at peace I am. And when I see the people that I don't agree with, most of the time I laugh, but I also get to criticize them because I condemn them. You know, it's so simple. But I still haven't named any of my supposedly friends that conspired against me. What I do see, though, is their friends checking on my stories or using fake accounts. Some of them even have blocked me now or unfriended me. I don't know. Maybe because they got caught. And Yeah, I have so many screenshots. Like I think it was around 70 gigabytes of total screenshots with all the funny random coincidences, or the people that didn't believe me when I said that some people are just like stupid or crazy. I'm not crazy. I'm just like hyper focusing on some stuff. And other people would call it manic. Well, what can I do? It's not mania, kinda. It's like you being so in the flow of some things that you feel alive again. And the more you feel alive, the more you want to cling on it. Because I used to be apathetic about some stuff, not anymore.